Danke per passare studio, televidente oyente, nós seguimos elaborar para bom informar, nós estamos na UAF Bieu, caminho da toque uma situação de barco quando naufragar para 16 dias, riba la mangancho, depois danke na guarda-costa, seu esforço não, a bordo 13, mais cerca que não, que está boneiro, está marana UAF Bieu, para o que de barco, para mira também, é Why Worry Man Must Live Twice, registrada na Trinidad e Tobago, bode número 1847. E lancha que nós ilustrar aqui, aí por exemplo, problema riba la mangancho, ora que é já domingo de carnaval, na sala para pisca. Nós conversar em exclusivo com o proprietário de lancha aqui, com o senhor Thermal Woods. Bang para entrevista. Tem uma situação na Bonaire, caminha tem boto, que tinha acabado de dia na Bonaire, nós estamos conversando com o Thermal Woods, caminha de dar uma explicação para o que está seu caso específico. Thermal Woods, welcome to us, Energy Vision. Tell us your situation here. You're still on Bonaire, 11 days already.
Yeah, well, we was on sea with Jeff from Tobago on sea. It is 16 days we are Jeff on sea, but the Coast Guard, the planes rescue us down below Aruba.
So you nearly vanished?
Yeah, well, true to the Almighty God, He bring us back here. Me know why He bring us here, because He could have carried us into Grenada or St. Vincent, but He bring us here. But what I'm saying is, I don't know where's the problem with our government back home, you know, because the fishery back home saying that I should sell my boat and come back, but this is all my earnings, because we take our land and stand security to bought the engine especially for our boat, you know, and it's a John Day inside here. Working, when they meet us, we have half tank, 3/4 tank plus a quarter tank, you know. So
Normally when you're on sea, what are your works daily work, your job? What is your job with your boat?
well, I do farming and fishing for my living, right? Now, I don't know where the problem back home.
You have a problem with the Venezuelan authority?
Well, I never have a problem with them, right? But what I'm saying is, I don't know where the problem with my government and Venezuela.
And now what's going to do? What did Trinidad and Tobago tell you back as last updated information that you have? Why can you not depart to Venezuela and from Venezuela to Trinidad and Tobago?
Well, they're saying they're not giving them the okay to pass in the water to come to pull us back. And then they're saying 3 days sailing to come here to Bonnier to pull us back. That is the next 3 days. But what I am saying, now they put out money for the energy sector for fishermen. And, we produce gas and all of that. And them could be talking and saying, let me sell what I have to live by, right? And come back home. And then the people here, men here already telling me 50,000 for the boat and engine. And that is just the cost of the price of the engine, because it's a John Deere engine, right? They even watch, and the sea is 900 hours the engine makes. So the engine are practically new still, right? And when we sell it, which means as we meet back, well, we owe the bank. The bank will be down in our throat looking for their money, for their arrears money and all of that. Now, when I go back, which means I'll be paying them or I'll be living on the street.
So now, how many days can you still be on Bonaire? You have money in your pocket, you have money left. It's not nice for you because you cannot go to Venezuela to Trinidad. What are you going to do right now?
Well, right now, me and my wife just have to hope on the hope of God, because we don't walk with money in sea to talk about, because you can't spend money in sea. What you go to sea to do is to catch fish, right? You depend on the gods to give us a daily bread to come to sell. But that day, when we leave, I really leave the carnival Sunday, right, which is the 26th, right, to come back at the 3rd with my wife, because I tell she, well, since as we are not going carnival, let two of us go and catch some mahi.
And you have kids back home?
No, well, me and she don't have no kids, but we have a little boy where we take and grow. So we still still call him our kid, you know. But nevertheless, I have my brothers and my sisters. She brothers and she sisters back home, you know. But it's so funny, you know what I mean, to see that the government is not putting the benefit to even come for us. We here 11 days now, you know what I mean, 11 days. And they put out money for these things, right? And to see we here, I mean, the people in Bunya, the government, I appreciate what they do for us, you know. They feed us, the people have pity on us, you know. I adore that with the people here, you know. But the thing about it, what I'm still saying, I still asking myself the question, where is the problem they have with the Venezuelan that they don't want to give them the okay to come for us, or if they're using the Venezuelan as a pass to say that the Venezuelan don't want to give them the okay to come for us. Because when I was back home, I hear the government sign a treaty with Venezuela. So now when they're talking and they're telling you all here that they're getting problem to come here for us, you know what I mean? I find it strange. It don't add up to me at all. I can't understand that. It don't add up. You know,
I hope all the best so you can sail back, smooth to Trinidad and Tobago. All the best.
No, well, you see, the problem is I never been to this side of the island, you know, and the problem is my wife cannot drive the boat. It's only I alone could drive the boat. And to sail from here to the area where they're talking about is 4 days. Now, I'm not a robot. I ain't have the fancy boat like what the government have, where they're putting it on autopilot and set it with the navigation to run, and when it meets a certain way, it turns and go, right? So I cannot just say, yes, the government will just, you know, that will be a kind of bulliness to me, to the government here, to tell them, send somebody with me, you know what I mean? But the thing about it, what I'm stating and saying, my boat have no navigated system. It's a fishing boat, right? It's a fishing vessel, as you see down.
Simple as it is.
Simple as it is, right? It carry 2 tons of ice, you know. That is to ice down fish. Well, the fish what we get, well, we dry some to eat, and then in the well they have living bait. So when we don't want to eat the dry fish, we catch fresh fish and we cook it and so on. So that's what we was living by all till the Coast Guard meet us, you know what I mean? But what I am saying, I find the government with my country, they're letting us look bad. You understand what I'm saying? Because we are a tourist country just like Bunya here. You understand?
People.
Yeah, and they're letting us look like if we are nobody. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if Trinidaders always want to use Tobago and have we like if we's nobody. You know what I mean? But I'm not born in Trinidad, but it's Trinidad and Tobago, right? And they are getting the resources from we also. And they watch we like if we's nobody. I don't understand that. I can't understand that. I don't know why. You know what I mean?
Y televidente oyente, se puede saber de entrevista especial con el propietario de lancha con el señor Thermal Woods. Nos conversa ampliamente, caminda e te ilustra su preocupación con nota comprende e di con ainda e nota año que di guardacosta di Venezuela pa e guardo guia junto com guardacosta di BES, Corsou, pa drenta awanang territorial di Venezuela pa ginanang tank e sigue pa su destino final com a Trinidad and Tobago. Esperando que a informação o recebido para bom uso de essa aqui tá energia visão essa aqui da tour. Danke e passe tá back para o estúdio.